Hey everybody, this is Robbie with Robbie's Reptiles. Today we're going to start a new series where we go over every single one of my Crested Gecko breeders and why I have them, what morphs they are, everything you need to know. So this is Vanessa. She's one of the first geckos that I ever made actually. And what I love about her is her snowflaking and her bright orange saturation. I mean, in my opinion, this is one of the prettiest extreme harlequin drippies that you can ask for. While my current focus for the future is going to be a lot of triple Xing and getting pinstripe out of all of my geckos, this female is super useful for anything that I want to pair that has pinstripe, lily whites, or even caps and frat projects and everything like that. When she's fully fired up, her saturation is out of this world. So this female is going to stay here forever, especially since I created her. Her dad is Chad, and her mom is a female that I had and sold. Her name was Turtle. Really deep, high contrast, tricolor. And the dad was this really unique, drippy, extreme harlequin with a little bit of snowflaking. And somehow they created this beauty. Well, not somehow, it makes sense. So this is the first of some of our breeders. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. This I've just kind of named Lux Lily because this is a lily white that I got from Lux Exotics. And if you guys don't know Lux Exotics, she's one of my favorite Crested Gecko breeders. Couldn't recommend her more. But this is a beautiful lily white that I got from her. She fires up near pitch black. Really good lily patterning, a little bit of drip. She does have that pinstriping. But again, for a lily white, you know, that has a really good look. And she does have the snowflake trait, I believe. And she's just overall a pretty decent lily white with great head structure as well. This has to be the best super soft gecko I've ever seen, especially in person. And she does have this really interesting head stamp on her. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the hobby are theorizing that there might be blackhead, but she seems to have the same head stamp that people are associating with blackhead or whatever we're calling blackhead. But this is a super soft tangerine white patterned Crested Gecko with pinstriping from AC Reptiles himself. And she's just the perfect example of what super soft does and the effect that it has on a gecko's scales, pattern, contrast, colors, everything like that. When she's fired up, she's so unbelievably saturated. And she's going to be used in my triple X projects because I want to make some of the world's first super soft triple X's. And she does have that broken pinstriping, if you see right there. So I'm hoping that the male that I paired her to, which will be up next, will be able to influence and give a lot more vertical pattern and then hopefully pave the way towards super soft triple X's. But first we got to get rid of this pinstriping. So this is the one and only Solomon Doors. I recently got him from Pangea. This is a flawless example of triple X, which is no pinstriping extreme harlequin, and especially this male. So this is a tangerine triple X with really great head structure. As you can see, he's got a very nice floppy head. He's got really amazing, deeply saturated color as well. That's what the tangerine gene is doing. It's really influencing that orange pattern, increasing the saturation and overall depth of the color, I believe. So this male specifically is for my orange pattern, deep orange, or even yellow pattern pairings with triple X's. And if you paired him to something with even a little bit of pinstripe, his triple X lineage is probably going to overpower that, and all the offspring will have pretty minimal or at least dashed pinstriping. But this is essentially the greatest example that you could ask for of a triple X. I mean, you can't really get better than this right now, although the goal right now is to pair him to that super soft female that we were just talking about. And you know, maybe one day we'll even make something that outcompetes him, introducing that super soft gene. Super soft with tangerine really creates just the most vibrant, super saturated geckos. And hopefully also will improve that head structure, even though it's already so good. So there's a lot of utility that this male is going to offer in future projects. So this is Sigma Chad, the white pattern triple X that I've got. This is from Tara Lays. She's a great... Thanks, buddy. So this is Sigma Chad, a white pattern triple X, at least I would consider it so. And this male is from Tara Lay. This guy is going to be used for everything triple X or extreme harlequin, but for white pattern in that variant. So this male has been paired to Chadette. He's been paired to some of my other white pattern triple X's. Head structure can definitely be improved upon, but with even a single pairing to a female with better head structure, that is easily fixed in the offspring. And he's also great for pairing to lily whites. He's good for pairing to cappuccinos. He's good for pairing to fraps. Pretty much anything. Because of that crazy pattern, I believe he has a little bit of dashed pinstriping in him. You can see if you look very closely, he has very enlarged scales in certain parts of his dorsal. That is the pinstripe gene enlarging those scales. So while he does have dashed pinstriping, because it's only dashed, you can see that the pattern is able to go completely over into the dorsal, and it actually wraps around all the way to the other side. Obviously, we can't go over all of my Crested Geckos because, as you can see, we'd be here for a couple of days. This is going to be a playlist on my YouTube channel, so if you guys are interested in this, use this as a resource to be able to see how other Crested Gecko breeders, especially, well, me, see how Crested Gecko breeders are using their stock and what their plans are, what their utility is, and hopefully help you figure out how to utilize your own Crested Geckos and make the best pairings you can. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that YouTube mumbo jumbo, and I'll see you guys in the next video.